This week we're covering the meltdown at Microsoft gaming division. We're going to go over the facts and all the misinformation.
Looks like we got Wolfenstein 3 in the works, ESO is coming to PlayStation Plus, and Aliens are coming to Fallout 76.
Main topic.
So, of course, last Friday we got a bunch of news regarding changing of the guard at Microsoft.
Well, more like
Spencer.
changing of the crown.
Right, changing the crown. Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond out, and we have a new Xbox boss, Asha Sharma.
There's a whole mess about her going around.
Yeah, there's a lot. And our new chief content officer is going to be Matt Booty. And
that's a very unfortunate name
here. It is, but he's got the coolest fucking job. First of all, Phil Spencer retiring. I've found nothing that says exactly why Phil Spencer retired. Because it was said before that he was going to at least be with Xbox through the launch of the next console.
Yeah, that was
Sarah Bond is out as well. And Sarah Bond was originally slated to take over Phil Spencer's job. And it looks like she was let go. Phil Spencer was with Microsoft since 1988. He interned with them. That's pretty much been his whole career has been Microsoft. Sarah Bond has been with them for about 10 years. Something like that. A couple of things I found interesting when I was looking at, because I went so far as to look at everybody's LinkedIn profile too. Phil Spencer, if you've ever been on LinkedIn, you can get endorsed. Your skills can be endorsed by people who worked with you or who you worked for. Phil Spencer had endorsements into the 50s as far as number of endorsements. Sarah Bond had 0. Now, Phil Spencer had nothing bad to say about Sarah Bond. However, people who worked with her claimed that she was extremely difficult to work for and to work with. It was either Sarah Bond's vision or nothing. And the main complaint among developers and engineers and everybody involved was that Sarah Bond was dedicated to a vision of software improvement, software development, not really being interested in the hardware. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Like I said, we have no details as to why this change took place now. Only that the announcement came because apparently IGN had the line on Sarah Bond's leaving already. So Microsoft decided to get ahead of IGN because that was apparently going to be put out in the world. So instead, Microsoft made the announcement themselves. So Phil Spencer retiring after so long. I've heard good things about him. I don't know the guy personally. Did you ever have a chance to meet Phil?
No, I wanted to. I've seen him a couple of times at a couple of conventions, and he was always like surrounded by people. Never got a chance to actually talk to him.
Gotcha.
And I think I said hi to him briefly one time. That was it.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a legend in the game industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Asha Sharma, we don't know much about.
Other than the fact that she was the CEO of Microsoft's Core AI product.
Yes, she was for a little over 2 years before. Yeah, for a little over 2 years. And that's a point of concern for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And she said publicly that she has no intention of allowing AI slop to take over. Just like Todd Howard himself said on Kind of Funny last week, AI is a tool. It helps them deal with large amounts of data.
Yeah.
It's not going to take over the game development sign. And a former, one of the Xbox founders, Seamus Blackley, now he's come out after all this, and he left Xbox in 2002, and he thinks that Xbox is being sunsetted. No. That the promotion of Asha Sharma is it means the end of the gaming division at Microsoft, which is probably the craziest thing I've heard throughout this whole thing.
And the most BS of anything.
There's no way.
No.
And this guy hasn't even been with Xbox since, like 24 years. Children have grown up and started drinking in the time since he's been with Xbox. That's completely crazy. It's unfounded on top of that. And here's why. Here's why you don't need to worry about Sharma being a former AI executive. She did that for 2 years.
Yeah.
You look down the rest of her resume, and you know what her job titles were? Sales, operations, marketing. That's the majority of her resume.
Yeah.
With Microsoft and the previous companies that she worked for.
That makes perfect sense. And so, yeah, it makes sense why they would put her in that position, because they want her to market the living crap out of this. And they probably got something huge coming. And they wanted a marketing head, because Phil was already talking about retiring last year.
Yeah.
He's been in the game industry forever. He's got enough money, he can retire very comfortably. Go enjoy his life.
And one thing that I read a lot was that people were not satisfied with Sarah Bond's marketing direction and how she was handling Xbox from a marketing standpoint. They weren't really necessarily pleased. So a new face on the marketing side makes a lot of sense.
And they have people underneath her that can handle the development side far better than her in that spot for a reason.
Exactly. And that would be Matt Booty.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Matt Booty has been in gaming his entire career. Even his first job on his LinkedIn all the way down in the 1980s, he was working sound production for an independent studio. Or a studio. I don't know if it was independent at the time. An old studio. So he has nothing. He was with Midway for many years as well before he came to Microsoft.
Yeah, he's got a resume.
So, yes, he's the chief content officer. He's the guy who's going to be dealing with the gaming side of it. That's his whole job, is the gaming side of it.
That'd be a heck of a good job. I would love it. But speaking of jobs, Microsoft, if you guys want a dedicated show about Xbox and Microsoft gaming, hit us up. We'll gladly take the job. No problem.
Take it for sure. Dude, you know what I watched the other day? Quick aside here. I watched a documentary about X-Play. Remember that?
Yes.
G4 TV.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love G4 TV.
Oh, wild times, man. Wild times.
I miss that
That's
so
a good
much.
one. Yeah, look that up on YouTube. The X-Play. It's amazing. You can still find the old episodes on YouTube too. It's pretty cool. So anyhow, well, it means that probably the strategic direction of Microsoft gaming is going to possibly change. How that's going to affect the relationship between Microsoft and third-party developers, how it's going to change the relationship between Microsoft and other platforms, kind of unknown at this point. It's not time to start panicking. It's not time to start fires. Asha Sharma isn't going to build a gaming division that's completely founded on AI technology and generation and everything like that.
You guys got to keep in mind,
it's such a small part of her career.
Bad
it's not
news,
why she was put in this role.
Right. Bad news sells. You ask any journalist ever, the worse the story, the more it's going to sell for them. That's why people
leads.
Yeah, people are fear-mongering because that gets them click and views.
Yeah.
And it has no basis in any reality. We have no idea what's happening in Microsoft, and it could be something really, really cool. The new system's been on the pipeline for a long time. They're doing a lot of merging. Like, Microsoft's leading the way trying to get the one system theory, where it's all, you can get any game on any system.
So, I mean, we'll see how things develop. There's no reason to be losing your mind. No reason to be freaking out. The comments, man, that I've seen this week looking through this stuff is bonkers. This could be a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. And I don't think it's going to have any negative impact on Bethesda in particular. That's why we wanted to cover this topic, because obviously Microsoft owns Bethesda. This does apply to Bethesda as well, but I don't think we have anything to worry about.
Anytime you see these articles,
we're just going to have to wait and see.
Anytime you see these naysay articles, do the research into it. Most of the time, you'll see keywords in there, allegedly or maybe. It's all over the place, and
click on those little highlighted words, those little links in the articles. Click on them. We had a perfect example last week about the new Doom animation on Netflix. That's not happening, by the way. right? We talked about that last week. And it was just some dude trolling X. Right? And a bunch of outlets picked it up. It's crazy. Just, you got to be careful what you read, man. Don't take it at the headline. Don't go in the comments and, oh, well, everybody's bitching about it. Yeah, well, nobody read the article. That's just the facts, man. So
you read the headline and go, oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. So that's that. That was our main topic. Do you have anything else you wanted to add to this?
No, I was reading this article that you linked on the show about Phil Spencer reportedly planned to launch new Xbox console, which we knew, but slow sales forced him to retirement. And I read this article, and it's nothing but an unknown leaker who predicted these things. And it was all, like, every other sentence started with allegedly or maybe or along those lines, where there was no solid facts anywhere in this article.
Absolutely. There was even one article I came across that was talking about Microsoft stocks. It was literally a website that's dedicated to advising, making moves and trades and stocks and things like that. And even it had no facts in it. No facts. And it's supposed to be like advising people on how to handle the Microsoft stocks, but it was all, none of it was based in reality or fact. It was
the reason, a lot of these articles were claiming that the reason that they're sunsetting Xbox is because of Microsoft's big, all-encompassing AI push. No,
just it's not. No, 100%. Just not happening. That's it for that. It's all bullcrap.
You guys want to continue this conversation?
Game?
Please get on our Discord, comments, things like that.
Yeah,
we'll be glad to continue this conversation with people.
Yep. We watch our notifications on YouTube and everywhere, so especially in our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So come talk to us. We'll be more than happy to have a conversation with anybody.
Now let's get into our gameplay.
Game.
A while back, you were talking about, I think it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago, about how Lucy and the ghoul, is Maximus in Fallout Shelter as well?
It is, but when I was talking about it, I was playing the seasonal vault.
Exactly. You were wondering if those characters would be in the main vault. Yes. I found out last night, when me and Mrs. Wigit were playing, that yes, she can join your main vault, because I have Lucy in there right now.
Yep.
And I found out because I started this Vault 777 a long time ago, and I just stopped playing it for like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
Got back into it last night, so I was redoing everything, and then I put in my Overseer office finally, which allows you to do quests. Last time I played, these quests were not much of anything. Now they're actually interactive, and you get to go through buildings, stuff like that, and they're a blast. And one of them, on the very end of it, was a limited one, or was it time sensitive, something like that had Lucy in there. And it was all about the TV show. In fact, you go into a setting where you see the Santa Monica Pier, like you do in the show, and you go into a building and go find Lucy, and then she joins you at your shelter. So
you got to go back into that one. I guess since we're on shelter, I'm going to do mine, and then we'll switch back to your Fallout 76 play. But if you follow that quest line, it's the Vault 33 quest line in Fallout Shelter. I have not gotten Hank. In the seasonal pass, which ends in a couple of days as of recording, you could get Hank and Lucy. In the regular game, you get Lucy and you follow this quest line, you get Maximus, you get Majun, you get the Ghoul, CX404, so you get the TV show Dogmeat, and you get Titus's power armor.
That's cool. And that's only for a couple more days, or is that going to be in the game permanently now?
That's in the game. That's in the main game. The seasonal experimental vault is the one where you get Hank and Lucy, where I got Hank and Lucy.
Right.
But it was ending soon, and I didn't know if I was going to lose my vault or whatever, so I just switched back to the main game. I haven't got Hank yet, but I got Lucy, Maximus, and all them. There's a couple of things that I noticed. One thing I noticed that was changing. It seems to be a lot more rewarding, more generous with like the pets and the lunch boxes. I got currently 4 dogs, including 404. I got 2 cats, including a Maine Coon. Oh, I also got snake oil salesman. You get him from the same quest line. So I gave him the Maine Coon because it was funny. I got an alien droid, which is cool. And I got a bunch of, like, it just seems like it's a lot easier to get the higher tier stuff now than it used to be.
That's cool.
I got a
You
50
had to
cal
spend a
machine
ton of money
gun.
before just to get anything.
Yeah, not as much anymore. You get you don't have to spend any money. The cool thing is you got a couple of different opportunities to make extra caps and get extra quantum because quantum speeds things up. There are ads in the game, but it's optional. If you hit the play button, you can either get caps or quantum or lunchboxes or pets. It's random. And then if you do the Nuka World quest line, you get Bottle and Cappy who come through your vault. And if you follow them around when they start dancing, you tap on them, you can get caps or quantum, which is cool. So,
that reminded me of something. 1 second.
What's that?
1 second.
Okay. What'd you get?
So I drive Uber Friday and Saturday nights to earn a little extra money for my family.
Yeah.
And I came across a gas station that has a lot of cool unknown stuff. It's my favorite thing. If I go in that town, Beaumont, I always stop at it and get stuff for me and the missus. And Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Oh, nice.
I kept the original soda in here because it's terrible. Way too sour, bitter.
Gotcha.
But I drank the crap out of the grape one. It was delicious.
A lot of people are saying the grape is the best.
I don't know. I think this one, Mrs. Wigit wanted this one. This one was extremely good.
Okay.
These are the 3 that I found. I don't know if there's more, but they had these, and I had to get them because I'm going to take the bottles. I'm going to get some water with food coloring and fill these 2 back up.
There you go.
And put like a display shelf. I'm going to move my desk around at sometime in the near future and have this stuff on like a shelf behind me. So,
actually, white vinegar is the way to go.
So sorry about that. I just wanted to show that off.
Awesome. No, that's cool. That's a valid interruption. I'll take it. So, anyways, so my current vault, I got 100 dwellers, 90 happiness. I have 3 teams of 3 doing wasteland quests, and 2 extra guys who go out and wander. Just because usually the objectives pop up, where you have to make friends in the wasteland, or you have to kill so many creatures.
I forgot that you can put people out in groups. You're doing quests. Okay, never mind.
I'm doing the quests.
I like the ones that go out and wander around. Okay, yeah, I have 2 guys too there for that. I'm way behind you. My previous vault, when I first played the game, was nearly maxed out to the bottom. And I don't know what happened to it. I lost that account. So I'm starting over. Gotcha. And I'm a lot less than you. I have like 29 dwellers right now. I'm trying to get more in because I have a lack of people.
Yeah. Well, I've done a couple of things. What I usually do is do the top special scores for whatever I need. Like if I need strength, I'll just take the top strength people and put them in the residence or the barracks and make them do their thing. Which, by the way, I saw a Reddit post. Oh man, I'm gonna have to see if I can find it. See if I saved it. If I did, I'll send it to Widget and he can put it up there. But when you get the dwellers together in the residence or the living quarters, and they join up and they start dancing.
Mm-hmm. Getting jiggy with it.
After they start dancing, they do their thing, right? You get the little happy smileys. Well, there was a picture on Reddit of Hank and Lucy dancing together in the residence.
Oh no, that's wrong.
Unexpected. There's certain things I guess they just didn't put in there, like the ghoul. The ghoul can father children, by the way.
Okay, that's interesting.
In Fallout Shelter, so that's a thing. Yeah, I just wish my vault was a little more organized. I had at one point, I had it super organized, but when you start getting up to the higher tier resource collection things, I got Snip Snip too. I forgot to tell you that. I got Mr. Handy. I got Snip Snip from the show as well. But anyways, you get up to the higher tiers, it's just so expensive. So many caps.
Yeah. To
max them out and stuff. But they're more efficient, but they also cost a lot more money. So
I forgot something, and I think I remember this morning after we were playing it last night, was You can expand the rooms up to 3 spaces, can't you? Some of the rooms, like the resources?
Yes.
I forgot that. I thought it was, in the original game, it was only 2.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember that far back.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you can do up to 3.
Yeah, I messed up a lot. I'm going to have to
and I need
redo my vault.
I need to get my theme workshop up because I got a bunch of, from that same quest line, the Vault 33 quest line, you can also get themes for your rooms. And one of them is Vault 33 themed. I gotta figure out how to get that, but that's pretty much it.
I saw that last night. There's a room you can get that does themes. I saw that. And I was curious about that.
The theme workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. That's pretty much all I got.
I dove into Fallout 76, and apparently my camp location for my primary camp is getting well known now because I had to reload the server 3 times in order to be able to keep my camp. Because if you log into a server that someone already has their camp at least overlapping or on your location, you can't go to your camp. You get 1 free camp replacement, and I just log off and log in until I get to a server that they don't have a location at my camp.
Okay.
Yeah, and no, I never had that problem until recently. Me and my big mouth shouting out where it's at on the show.
I think Xbox loads you in automatically, so they must load you in automatically into something where that doesn't happen.
Unless you just haven't had that happen yet, but it might be a PC thing. I don't know.
Possibly. Yeah, maybe.
So I was back. I had to go back into Vault 96. I was working on that. It's the second to the last Brotherhood of Steel main story quest. And it's annoying. It's huge. And I forgot that when you log out in the middle of a zoned in area, when you log back in, you'll be outside that zoned area again. So I had to make my way all the way back through it. But it does retain a memory, so everything I killed was dead. Everything I've done is done.
Okay.
And that is a really messed up situation. Dr. Blackburn is screwed up. And I noticed something about Fallout in general. And tell me if I'm wrong. This is one of my little widget wondering moments here.
Okay.
Fallout really does like to paint scientists as crazy psychopaths that will pretty much stop at nothing to fulfill their own goals and their own morality. Like, for instance, Dr. Blackburn.
Yeah, it's kind of a theme.
Yeah, it's a running theme, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever met a scientist other than Scribe Valdez who was who they're all psycho. And they're like this Dr. Blackburn and his 3 scientists. I'm not going to give too much into it because I don't want to spoil it for you, but they're messing around with FEV thinking that they can fix it. And they're doing live trials on people that they're going out, kidnapping, and bringing them in and testing on them.
Yeah.
So there's a big influx of these super mutants because of them. So yeah, it's and it's always the same thing, to save humanity.
Right. Well, it's not exclusive, you know. We got the scientists in Rivet City. They have a good.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's like every scientist is the same way on this, or group of scientists. We're gonna save humanity, and we're gonna do it in the most fucked up way we can think of, because we don't care.
Well, Rivet City. Well, I mean, okay, to be fair, Rivet City. If you follow the scientists there, you eventually end up fried inside of a reactor. But you know, they were benevolent in a sense. Yeah, Institute's pretty sketchy. Yeah.
Thankfully, I was nearly done with Fault 96, so I got through it pretty quick to finish it off. And the next part you have to do, okay, you start getting to a lot of different choices that change the outcome of the Brotherhood, the Appalachia branch. And the morality of everything comes a big part of it. And you have to run off to West Tech because Dr. Blackburn, his associates, after you capture him, he lets out saying, I don't handle torture very well, so I'm just going to tell you guys everything. I'm not a soldier. So he just gives up and tells you everything. That he has his 3 associates that are at West Tech in a secret underground layer where they're getting ready to introduce the new FEV into the water system. In the groundwater. So, it'll spread all over the place, killing everybody.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Very typical there too.
Yeah.
So you have to go to West Tech. And one of my favorite things about West Tech, if I want to go hunt mutants for something, like a weekly or the daily challenges, I usually go there. Because there's a mountain that overlooks it. And there's this big-ish super mutant camp right outside the entrance to West Tech. So I go up on that mountain. There's a perfect spot where I have perfect range for my sniper rifle. And before I got my silencer, it gave me a little bit more time before they started bum rushing me the distance away. But now they have my suppressor. It was like, it's that old adage, shooting fish in a barrel. But just at, several hundred yards away. I took them all out, 1-2 shots max, took out everything. And it was picture perfect, textbook sniping right there. And I forgot to hit record.
Oh, jeez.
I had it open. I was getting ready to record my gameplay, and I completely forgot to do it. So I did record when I went into West Tech, and it's a giant maze of super mutants and their hounds. And I took them out, and I went down, and it's... If you don't know that area, it can be confusing and annoying. You have to go in and out of different doors in different ways just to get it to the top, and you have to go back down again. But I got it, and I found the crazy psychopath scientist at the bottom, and Dr. Blackburn and his group. He basically says, well, I have a secret code that only I can stop this virus. You have to let me go in there because they locked themselves in the lab with no way in.
Okay.
So, of course, you have to let him in, or you can't stop it. So you let him in there, and he wants to prove that his FEV is going to work. Turns out it doesn't work, and it creates a massive boss battle that is extremely annoying. The guy has a massive health pool, and I have Night Shin and Paladin with me, Paladin Rami, and they're in their power armor and these massive weapons, but I was sitting there watching them because I started the fight in stealth. So the boss didn't pay attention to me, and he was just beating on them, and his health didn't move at all, no matter how many rounds I pumped into him. In stealth, I'm sniping him, hitting him for about 1,800 damage on a crit, which is most of the time, and his health is barely inching down. And then he suddenly sees me, even though I'm still in the corner, and it clearly getting stealth because I'm getting the 4-time damage for stealth.
Yeah.
And he comes barreling after me. And as I'm shooting him as he's coming at me, I'm getting the 4-time stealth bonus until he smacks me with his giant club. And 2 hits, I'm gone. And when he comes on me, he will not stop. He will not stop running at all. And he's got a huge area of effect with his club. So I cannot run away from it in time. I'm going to get hit. 2 hits, I'm toast. It took me 13 times of dying, jumping in stealth, hitting him. Not even a full mag. I have 14 rounds, or 10 rounds, and I probably go through 6 or 7 before he's charging me. Because that was that entire fight. I don't know.
That doesn't sound right at all.
No, and it's a giant room, so I have to zoom in at least once on my scope to be able to hit him right.
Yeah.
It sucks. But when you get through it, it's like that. It's that moment when everything comes to fruition for the Brotherhood, and the story gets really, really engaging the entire way through, and the conflict between Night Shin and the Paladin. And you have to be the decision. And it made me feel funny because you're this initiate that just started with the Brotherhood. And you're not just once or twice, but most of the time, they have you make all these massive, life-changing decisions for the Brotherhood. Go talk to everybody. See what you think, and you can determine what we're going to do. Okay, sure. So, I did that.
Make that call. He's just a grunt.
And
no offense.
Wish I would have killed Night Shin when I had the chance, because that guy's just a dick. But I didn't. And I let him go. So, obviously, people can deduce which way I went with it. There's like 3 or 4 different ways you can go. And it is by far my favorite. No, not by far. It's my favorite storyline in 76 so far. It's been a while since I played it, so doing this again, I didn't remember most of it at all. So it was like playing it again. This sucks about having a bad memory sometimes, but
yeah.
So I got to do it all over again, and it's in my mind, it's just a little bit better than the Enclave. So those two you got to jump in and do.
Yeah, I really want to get into the Brotherhood.
And apparently the elders of the Brotherhood in this time frame are all in California, not on the East Coast like I thought. Because that
makes sense.
Yeah, because it says Night Shin's going to run off to California to go tattletale on what you guys are doing on the Appalachian branch with the elders in California.
Well, out there is where it started.
Mm-hmm. And this is pretty close. Yeah,
so.
the time frame is puts it pretty close to when it did start. It's like the early years of the Brotherhood. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
I became knight errant, not a full-fledged knight, because they recognize that I have so much more to do outside of the Brotherhood. So you get crowned as knight errant. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gave me the
for the uninitiated.
Yeah.
A knight errant is a knight who travels.
Mm-hmm. Which I thought was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it gave me the option to flirt with Paladin Rami, and I couldn't do that. But when it came to Scribe Valdez, on the other hand, well, it did give me the option to do that too, and I did it, and she let me down politely.
No,
she's not one of the ones you can romance. There's one dude, one girl, and a robot you can romance, I found out.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
But those of you who have fetishes with robots...
Hey, you know how many people listening to this podcast probably hooked up with Fisto in
right.
New Vegas? They're out there.
And it's an Assaultron that you can romance. And I did unlock the Hellcat power armor for the Brotherhood, which is pretty badass, but I just don't use power armor.
So yeah, we had a guy on our TikTok. We got one post that's like 16.6 to no Todds, no Masters. It's a 16.6. We still have people talking about the post I put up about the horrible favorite Fallout companions list.
Where it wasn't really your list.
It wasn't really my list, but people thought it was.
Yeah.
And one guy was like, "Who are you?" And I'm just like, I shrugged. And then he followed us, so I followed him back, and I got to see the Hellcat armor because he has it in his collection. So it's because I was going through and checking out his stuff on his TikTok. So.
Apparently now I can create it.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, that's what I did. I'm gonna get back into Elder Scrolls Online. That's gonna be happening.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to beat Oblivion. Never have. That's still on my list. So many things to do.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
So we're gonna finish off with the rest of our show right now. A couple little extra things. We do have a mod.
This is a free Fallout New Vegas quest that adds Red Dead Redemption inspired experience. It is actually super interesting. Oh, and just as an aside, I didn't include it in our notes, but we talked about the Van Buren mod for New Vegas, and there is a demo coming out in a few days. So we will probably be talking about that next week. But for this one, it's for a few Brahmin more is a mod that adds brand new quests to Fallout New Vegas with a little bit of cowboy spin on it. It essentially feels like a Red Dead Redemption experience. It includes over 2,000 lines of new fully voiced dialogue with 2 main quest lines and 6 side quests to complete.
Nice.
There are also some new locations added, including 2-player homes and many weapons and armor.
A local cowboy coalition to end NCR corporate imperialism. Okay, that looks interesting.
It does.
I don't know if I would mod Fallout New Vegas, not until the remaster comes out. Then I might.
Yeah. Well, and the things you got to remember is remasters. Sometimes the mods don't jive.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also that to take into effect. Mod author Ashton LP 101 has been working on the project for around 3 years and has used the mod to try adding a lore-friendly appeal while also focusing on the completely overlooked aspects of NCR politics. He says, yes, the story is political. Yes, it is undoubtedly an allegory of U.S. Western expansion. Games are political. Stories are political.
No, not all the time. And they
not
shouldn't
all the
be.
time. No, sometimes they're just a game, man. That being said, I wrote this from the standpoint of a pop-up. I wrote this from a standpoint of finding some nuance between the two factions. While it will be obvious to some that one group is certainly less morally questionable than the other, I think the framing of the story may create some interesting moral dilemmas for NCR-oriented players. It is downloadable for the PC version of Fallout New Vegas on Nexus Mods.
We avoid politics on this show for good reason.
The stories we tell are going to be allegorical. no matter what we play. You're going to be able to draw parallels. It's just kind of human nature, I think, personally. The last thing I wanted to bring up was Mossy's new ship that he built. He put it in our Discord. It looks pretty cool.
Very Star Wars-esque, which is very common to him.
Well, he put a picture of the Sandcrawler underneath it. It looks like a shorter version of the Sandcrawler.
Not in my opinion. It looks like another variation off of Boba Fett's ship, just different.
Oh, Slave One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does have a heavy Star Wars look to it, and he did a good job on that.
Yes. He did an awesome job on that, and we'll definitely have that on the screen here for you guys to check it out. I would like to ask our listeners to do something, because here in a minute we're going to give you our link tree, which is going to lead you to our Discord. I want to see some Fallout 76 camps in our Discord.
Yes.
There is a section called Fallout Screenshots. Go there, post your camps. I don't care if it's photo or video or a link to your TikTok, whatever it is. I want to see some cool camps. I want to get some inspiration.
My camp's in there from
Yes, it is
9/8/2025. It's gotten better since then. I'll have to update it.
That's it. That's all I got, man.
That's it for the show. Now we're going to wrap it up right now.
Show.
So we need to let people know how they can find us.
Well, they can find us at our link tree. The address is linktree, linktr.ee, there it is, /wyrdkhaosmedia. Wyrd is WYRD, chaos with a K, media. It'll be right here on the screen, probably right here. And it's also in our cards.
Yep.
You can go down into our cards and find them, either if you're on Spotify or iTunes or
wherever
YouTube.
Wherever you consume your Unpatched.
Yep, there's a direct link to our Discord down there too. So, yeah, there you go.
Our email for business or questions for the show directly or any kind of comments you want to make is wyrdkhaosmedia@gmail.com. Same way we spell the link tree. So
I screwed it all up right there, didn't I?
I got you, man. I got you.
Screwed it all up. I was supposed to. Okay. Moving on.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd really, really appreciate it. Even hit that little bell notification. You never know.
Yep.
We can do a random show that pops out of nowhere because big news just came up out of nowhere. We did a little mini shows. There you go.
Yep.
And please,
has happened before, will happen again.
And please give us those 5-star reviews on Spotify and iTunes. We greatly appreciate that. If you think
even if you don't like the show.
Okay, he's going the other way.
Yeah.
About it,
even if you don't like even if you don't like the show. 5 stars. It's
give
mandatory.
Us 5 stars out of protest.
Yeah, there you go. Protest our show by giving us 5 stars.
And that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening and watching, everybody. And please have an amazing week out in Bethesdaverse.
Peace out. I'm a little worried about you, man. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm waiting for you to go.
Oh, okay. Well, usually you're like, hey, the news. You had me fucked up, man. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there might be
it looks like... Well, apparently,
the
big thing that's... I thought that was my thing. Okay. I thought you were cueing me.